welcome to this flip through, this random video that I decided to make because I'm just so excited that I completed my first insert. Sorry for the not very aesthetic setup, it's on my bed. So basically at the beginning of this year I did not start this traveler's notebook. James and Joy gave it to me for a while now, but I never got around to it until recently. I decided to make my own insert, and then that didn't turn out so well, so I bought an insert, and this is that insert. I started this on October 23rd. Yeah, so this is the cover page once you open it. I named it Discovery because just getting into the Tien community, I just wanted to, discover, play around with it. More of a trial insert than anything. Left myself a little reminder that your mistakes today will help you grow tomorrow. Because you will see why I left that note here. This is my first spread. I really enjoy making this spread. I think it was inspired by Hotel de Luna. I don't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure it was a beautiful drama. I loved it, and yeah, so it flips like this. And the next one is not this one, this one. It's more of a landscape spread. I like how spread out it is. This is my first ever collab, I believe, and it's with Bujo Child. I made this spread on October 26th. So yeah, and then this first insert is like filled with collabs. This one is with Sad Coffee, and thank you for everyone who collabed with me. I really enjoyed it. I made this one on January 18th, so you can totally see the gap between October and June. Okay, that's not right. Pause. Intermission, because while I was editing, I noticed I made a mistake. I said, oh, and I do apologize for the background noise. I'm in the middle of a house party, and I'm sick, so I don't want to go outside. So I'm here editing videos, but I said that I made this spread on on January, yeah. So I said I made this spread on October, and that's true. But I did not make this spread on January. I made this sometimes after October and before this spread, which is November 22nd. So I drew this picture in January of 2019, yes, but I did not make this spread in January because the timeline does not click, it doesn't make sense. Just wanted to clarify that. Yeah. I kind of took a break for a little bit. And then next one is inspired by another K-drama. It's inspired by Extraordinary You. Yeah, and then it's also a collab with Gigi. And I would open this, but it's a little bit complicated to put back. I need both of my hands, so this one I never took a picture of because it felt a little incomplete. But I grew to like it because maybe ideas will flow to me later on and I'll add to the spread, but for now I like the incompleteness. Yeah, and it's also the first time I'm using black paper and white pen for writing on a spread too, so. And this marked the halfway point of my insert. Okay, and so moving on, this is another spread. It's a lot more colorful than my other spreads, but it reminds me of Hoi An, which is this city in Vietnam that I visited, and makes me feel at home. And this one is I know it says September, but I made this later on because this spread was actually on a printer paper. It's a solo spread. It was during that stage when I didn't have a journal and I didn't have the money to buy an insert for my traveler's notebook, so I did it on printer paper, and I really liked how the sketch turned out and everything and the colors, so I decided to take that spread apart and then I put it into this one, and this is how it turns out. And the next one is this one. This one never made it onto my account just because I did not like how it came out. Yeah, I didn't like how it came out at all. I think it's the sketch that threw me off a little bit. it feels structured, and I like my sketches to be a little more messy. Yeah, I just didn't like how it turned out. I like it, but like not as much as I like the other spreads. So yeah, but it's there. So I don't know, it's just there. And then this is my most recent one. It's on December 18th. Yeah. And I believe this one is on my account. And as you can see here, I teared out a page because I was super frustrated with it. And it's one of my biggest regrets for this insert. I'm sorry, I'm kind of sick too. So yeah, this is I really regret tearing this out. I wish I kept it in there, even if it was a little messy. I would have liked to track my progress, I guess, and see where I messed up on. And from tearing this page out, it actually affected the first page, as you can see here, like that. And I wasn't satisfied with this one too, so I taped 2 pages together. And so my goal for the next insert is to not tear out pages and just keep mistakes where they are, so you can just look back on it. So yeah, that explains why I wrote this. Yeah. And then I didn't know what to put here, so I kept it blank. I guess the next insert will have something there, but not this one. I just concluded today, December 27th, and yeah. So what I put was the first insert and definitely not the last, because obviously I bought a new one already. I put it in not so long ago, and I'm ready to start this one. I'm sorry for my finger, and I'm working on something, so I have paint on my finger.